What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Tank Be Chopping, and I'm coming at y'all with another haircut tutorial. So what we doing on this cut, we're gonna trim everything down. We're gonna take the top down with the shears. We might hit the sides up with the shears, maybe with a guard, and then we're just gonna taper them up, line up the beard. We're gonna hook them up. We're gonna give them the full treatment. So as you can see, I got my Babyliss Rose Gold Trimmers. I'm setting in my initial bald guideline for the taper. And since the trimmers are in my hand, I'm going ahead and I'm lining them up behind the ear and over the ear. I tell you what, man, cutting people with that mask on is it's kind of difficult, but we get it done. So now that that bald guideline is set in, I'm using my shaver just to take it down to skin. And now I'm starting with my Babyliss CUSTOMFX clipper open, and I'm coming up about 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch. And normally I come up a little more, but reason why I'm not coming up so high on this one is we don't have a lot of room to work with right here. He's got a lot of hair on top, and we're going from skin all the way to all that hair, and he's just got a small area to work with on the side, so that's why we're not coming up as high. So here's my number 1 guard. Clipper is open. I'm gonna fade down, so I start off with my lever all the way open, and then I just adjust it close to get that bottom line out. 1.5 guard, same thing. Started with the clipper open and clipper closed. And now right here, what I'm doing is I got my number 6 guard on there, and as you can see, I'm just fading out, flicking out, and I'm just guiding the clipper outward and up. That way it doesn't leave a harsh line. You don't want to fade all this length into the actual taper. So now I'm using my number 4 guard and just doing the same thing, coming right under what I did, trying to take off all that bulk and make sure this taper just looks good. So here's my number 3 guard, and I'm coming right under what I just did. Here's my number 2, doing the same thing, trying to get rid of all them dark spots. Now I'm just tapping the bottom of that taper, trying to make sure it all flows well. Lining up the C-cup. I think this taper's already looking pretty good. So now I got my blending shears right here, and I'm just attacking some of that weight, some of that bulk. I want that to come down, so I want to make sure it looks nice and faded at the end of the cut. And now I'm just doing some detail work. So this is my number 6 again. It's rare that I use my number 6 guard. I normally only go up to the number 4 and then just do everything else with the clipper and comb or shear work or shear over comb. But I decided to do it on this head because this was my first time cutting them. So I really was, I don't want to say I was scared. I was a little nervous, not nervous. I just really didn't know how his hair was going to react. So, and I wouldn't, so I wanted to be a little cautious to what I was doing. So the same thing we did to the left side, we're doing to the right side. So I'm starting with my bald guideline. Lever all the way open, coming up about 1/2 inch, and then I'm closing that lever as needed to try to get rid of that bottom guideline. Number 1 guard all the way open, and then fade downwards, close that lever as needed. 1.5, same thing. And now this is my 6 guard, and I'm just going to fade all the way down now to that 1.5. So I'm going to start with my 6, and I'm just going to, graduate down. So I'm going to go to a smaller guard. So this is my number 4. But yeah, man, like I was saying, this is my first time cutting this hair, so it was a little more challenging than normal. Not that he really didn't have hard hair to cut. It was just my first time cutting it, so I didn't want, I needed to see how his hair was going to cut. So like I said, I was playing it safe, making sure everything laid right and basically everything faded right. So it took me a little while, but hey, I think we got it done. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this cut so far. I think it's coming out pretty blurry, but y'all let me know. Remember guys, if y'all ain't done so, do me a big favor and hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like this video. Comment down below what y'all think of this cut. If y'all like it, if y'all think, you know, it wasn't the greatest haircut, you know, let me know. I'm down for all criticism, constructive, or if you hate, well, I wouldn't necessarily say it was hating, but if you just ain't feeling it, you know, that's cool too, man. Like, leave your opinions down below. I'm gonna read all these comments and I'm gonna get back to y'all as soon as I can. So your boy's finally creeping up on 1,000 followers. I'm still not quite there, but I got a bunch of stuff that I'm gonna be giving away, guys. I got some wall detailers, some wall metal magic clips. I got a pair of Andis cordless masters, some T outliners, you know, all cordless. I got some stuff ready to give away. So if y'all ready to win some of these tools, make sure you subscribe and make sure to tell your people to subscribe. That way I can start giving away this stuff. And if you don't already do so, please follow your boy on Instagram. It's at tank_B_chopping. So as y'all can see, when it comes to me tapering up long hair, I do a lot of flicking and guiding the clipper outward. You know, I just think that just makes it easier for everything to fade in properly. You know, some people would just keep the clipper on the scalp and just go straight up to the next guard. But I do a lot of flicking, and I skip guards. You know, like I said, I went from a 4 to a 6. And sometimes, you know, when I come backwards, I do 6, 4, 2. You know, sometimes I skip that 3 guard. It just depends on how I feel and how the hair is fading in. And then really, you know, I really make these tapers pop when I start detailing and lining them up. You know, that makes a lot of difference. You know, a lot of people don't understand that. They want to spend a lot of time tapering up, or fading up, when sometimes all you gotta do is put that sharp line up and it makes the fade just come together. So that's one reason why I also line up as I'm going. That way I can see more of what's going on before I'm just sitting here stuck in one spot for the longest. Alright guys, so we are trimming his hair. I probably should have done this to begin with, but I think I just wanted to just see how his hair faded in. So as y'all can see, I'm saturating the hair with some water. I'm going to start at the top of the head, create my initial guideline, and then I'm just going to cut all that down. And remember guys, we're just trimming it slightly. He didn't want too much length cut off, so I'm just cutting off the tips basically. Yeah, I see all that water flying. You know, he's got some pretty thick hair and some long hair, so it took a while to get everything saturated. So this is normally how I do my my shear work on top. I start off in the middle, I go forward, and then I come the other way. And man, you know what? I'm trying to explain it to y'all, but y'all see what I'm doing. You know, I started off going one way, and now I'm just coming back, making sure my parts are nice and even, and make sure I'm cutting off all that excess hair. So now I'm doing some slice cutting. He did want some texture on top, so that's what I'm doing right here, slice cutting, just to add some texture so it don't look so flat, you know. Alright, so my camera did run out of memory. I don't remember if it ran out of memory or if it died on me, but I switched to my phone. So yeah, this is me lining them up in front. So as you can see, I keep combing the hair down, making sure I'm getting all them wild hairs. You know, he did want it edged up this way, that's why I did it like that. And now I'm doing some more detail work, still with my number 6 guard. Just making sure it all blends in nice. Same thing to the other side, just making sure it all blends in, cleaning up that bulk behind the ear a little bit. And now I'm just lining up his beard. So as y'all can see, obviously I had to ask him to take his mask off so I could line up his beard. But I'm just trying to keep it as thick and as natural as possible. I'm not really trying to go into his hairline, but I do want to give him a nice shape. So that's basically what I did there. I curved it slightly, and now I'm just fading it in. That way it fades into the taper and it looks good. And then I'm just doing the same thing to the other side. This is what we do, guys. Like, y'all let me know what y'all think about this, man. Like, I feel like I'm putting in work, you know, especially with this whole YouTube grind, man. Like, I feel like I've been putting out some great videos. I really appreciate y'all for watching it, leaving comments below, man. Y'all the realest, man. I really appreciate y'all. But y'all just let me know what y'all been thinking of this content, man. I've been trying to do some different things. It's not always just haircut tutorials, so I will be dropping different style videos. I do got my review of the gammas coming up later on, either this week or at the end of next week, or I'm sorry, the beginning of next week. I just been working, man. I'm trying to put out these videos, trying to put out content for y'all. Make sure I keep y'all interested in what's going on in my life and here at the shop here. So now I'm adding some enhancements. I want to make sure I make that beard pop. As you noticed, it was a little thinner on top, so I felt like adding these enhancements was really going to make it, you know, just pop out and just look a little more fuller. So yeah, guys, this is the before and this is the after. You know, he still kept a lot of his length. We just trimmed it down slightly, added some texture on top, tapered him up, and lined up the beard. Y'all let me know what y'all think of this haircut down below, guys. I appreciate y'all, YouTube. Until next time.